Hello, everyone. Good evening, good morning, wherever and whenever you are watching this. Welcome to the first episode of Insights with Soularis of 2025. If I'm excited for this year. One of the things I typically do as we get started is doing a collective reading, a tarot reading. And I also wanted to talk in a little about numerology today because being the first of the year 2025, it comes to the numerology of the number nine. So, for a lot of people, it's going to be a very challenging year. But it's going to be a productive year where we're ending cycles and we're finally getting ready to begin that new chapter for the following year. So, no matter what obstacles you come across this year, know that it is finally closing. The chapters are closing, the patterns are closing, and you're about to start again. So you may lose a lot of people, whether it's through a loss of a relationship or someone passing away in the elderly. Nothing should be sudden necessarily, but just know you're getting there. So always take that deep breath, and we'll go into the tarot card of the collective energy for the following week. This is just the energies that are surrounding the theme, and it's going to impact everyone a little bit differently, but overall, you can understand this energy to make the best of the freak week ahead. And what we have is the Page of Swords. So, what I am feeling with this is that you're going to be having a lot of communication with people. All right. So you may get information that you might not necessarily like, or the communication doesn't feel as comfortable as it could be. There may be delays, there may be changes in plans. So watch for that weather the following week as well, because you're going to be having a lot of travel issues. So if you have any type of short distance travel or long distance travels, please have a backup plan. But overall, it does seem like a few of you have recently received some information from another person that just kind of left you hurt because it was kind of blunt. It was not delivered in a way that was um, compassionate. So that user has happened within the last 3 days, or it's about to happen in 3 days. But whatever it is, don't take it personally, because it's not truly about you. If someone said something about how you look or anything like that, it is more of a reflection of what that person is going through. So please try not to take anything personally that may be said to you this week. So just be aware of that. It will be a challenging year. But it's going to be a successful year for those who have put into work the past 9 years, because it's a cycle. We do cycles in 10, 0 to 10. And so as we're ending this year and as we're going through month to month, particularly within January, you may be a little bit more of a hermit, but that's okay, because as you're going into February, you're coming out of that hermit mode, you're starting to connect with more people, and you're going to see those shifts in the relationships. Ultimately, it will be positive. So just hold into your bootstraps and so we can move forward. And yes, I'm just getting another message. Just beware if you are doing short distance travel within the following week. All right, and we are going to our caller today. So we have Jeanette from Georgia. How are you,
Yes,
Jeanette?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm doing really good. I'm excited for this very first show of the year. How can I help you? What kind of
Oh,
questions do you
yeah.
have?
Um, just a general maybe, a general reading to see what comes up would be nice.
Okay. Okay, so we're getting some mixed information here. All right, so we're gonna dig into this a little bit more. Fantastic, fantastic. So some good energy, some energy that we're gonna have to talk about and walk away from. But overall,
Okay.
relatively good what I'm seeing in the present situation. So I do see that perhaps there was a little bit of extra spending and over the holiday period. So just to keep that in mind over the next few weeks, is pay a little bit more attention to your finances. Um,
Okay.
there may be some shifts coming ahead regarding your month to month expenses. You may find yourself needing to cancel some subscriptions that you never use, or you may find yourself wanting to either downgrade in a vehicle or upgrade, but there's going to be a step or a change walking away from one way of you're currently doing things with your material aspects and going to a new way. I'm also
Okay.
seeing a little bit around the home. Are you currently married?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So I'm seeing this in a past position. So I'm seeing a significant relationship that is still playing a role to what is happening in your current life. All right. And so while there may be challenging beginnings coming forward, ultimately your higher self is coming in with beautiful and incredible emotional intellect, helping you get through all of these situations. And it does seem like it may be a little bit about career too. But I am getting a psychic
Okay.
message. So I'm seeing a man. I don't think it's somebody that you actually know, but this man is in shackles and he's like praying on his knees. And so what I'm getting is be aware of people who put you on a pedestal. So just be
Okay.
aware of that because they would play the victim and you reach out a hand full of love, right? Because I can feel that gentleness of you trying to help people. Some people don't want to be saved. So just keep that in mind
Okay.
as you move into the situation. You can help all that you want, but ultimately that person has to have the strength to stand on their own. Absolutely help where you can, but just be aware that some people are in a victim state and they're not ready to leave that yet.
Okay.
Now, moving on, in the next couple of weeks, I do see you having a little bit of more magic in life, is what I'm hearing. So it's going to be you have what you need. I don't know if you're like thinking of going on a new venture, now if it's a career, you want to start a project or you want to do a home project. What is this about? Let's see. Let me pull more cards. Yeah, something with creativity or your independence. If you've been thinking about going off and doing something on your own, do it. Start making the plans,
Okay.
do it. Just go for it. Because when as you're building that confidence, because we have two queens here, which is amazing. You have all the creative energy from the Queen of Wands and then all the emotional intellect from the Queen of Water. So while these two are contrasting energies, they create such a beautiful balance. And so as you are coming to more balance, I do see some relationships coming to the forefront if that is what you're looking for. So if you're looking for a romantic relationship, I do see that coming up in the future. I would say give it a couple of months because it's going to start out a little bit slow, but and if it's not a relationship that you're currently looking for, it is going to be more working on your intuition or even possibly thinking of moving or into a new home. So it's going to be one of those things if a relationship is not currently what you're looking for. How is that sounding so far? Any
That
resonating?
sounds really great. Yes, ma'am, it is. Everything.
All right. And so now we're going to go into the little bit of the information which isn't so sunshine and beautifully. You are
Okay.
going to need to find some balance in your spending. We talked about that just a
Okay.
tad bit, but um, it's good to spend, it's good to be frugal, right? But it's all about finding that balance because if you're too frivolous, if you're holding on too much, you're restricting your life experience. So it's wonderful. I do see opportunities to give to people from the less fortunate. So this could be something as paying for somebody's drink that they're short on cash or something like that. Um, as you are going out there, being cautious, but at the same time, living with life luxuries as you can afford them within your means um, is also a thing of making sure you are making good business decisions. So this is going to play a big part. I'm healing around April. Um, so any type of big business decisions or discrepancies that you may find in any financial reports, whether it's yourself or in your business, just keep an eye on that and see where it goes.
Okay.
And we also are coming up where you may come in with some minor obstacles. I don't see anything major, but this is saying that, hey, you have to believe in yourself. You have the magician here,
Mhm.
which that means he has the power to do absolutely anything that he needs. He creates from scratch out of nothing, and he changes and transforms. You have that energy, you have the intellect, you have the emotional balance to succeed in what you want. So make sure that you don't give up on the things that you want. If you want that new relationship or that new home, that spiritual insight, it's all there for your for taking. You just have to remember that you got to keep going. So you are nearing the end of your journey there. So we're getting closer to the steps. You still have a few more steps, but you're becoming more confident in yourself, and setting those boundaries is really going to help you fight against your own ego, because you are your own worst enemy. Other people aren't sitting there thinking about you and be like, oh, she could have done that, or like she could have done that better. No, you are the only person thinking that. Other people, they don't care. Everyone's
Right.
kind of selfish. Um, so, and that's not a bad thing, right? We are our own worst
Right.
enemies. We are hardest on ourselves. And so, as you're going through these stages and obstacles, you are building that confidence to say, hey, this is not the truth. This is a false belief. And I have all of the energy to break away and break the shackles of my own limitations, because I am a queen. I am the magician and I can do whatever it is that I want. But first, I need to walk away from some old beliefs and step out of the ego. And I'm do seeing a little bit more spirituality as well. So if you are wanting to study a little bit more, that could help you build that confidence as well. And you could also um, meet some people with similar interests and kind of build your friendship group as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did have just
So,
one follow-up question in that subject.
oh, of course.
That's the biggest thing I'm working on now is trying to, I guess they call it healing, and trying to, because I keep attracting the same type of romantic partners, but I also feel like I don't know what to do to like further my healing. I feel like I've done so much already, and I feel like I'm at a standstill.
Mhm. Yes, and you are at a standstill. And don't be afraid of the standstill. That is a time where you can go in, you can be patient and really look at things, because nothing else is happening. So you can really give that all that attention to yourself in order to heal, because we want to wake from the patterns. We want to wake from the men who trackled themselves and want to bring you down too. So you are on this path of awakening. You have this awakening card. The number 12 and Archangel Gabriel are going to be very important for you. So if you want to pray to Archangel Gabriel or just look for this number, do so. All right, because you are coming in, you're meeting new people. That new love is coming in. Just be patient. I know we love that statement, because you are moving forward into more awakening, and that healing is already happening.